Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
At the 28-yard line.
Come on, 180. Check right 54. Right 54. Watch the curl. Watch the run.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd and 2, Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
On 3rd down, Trubisky going to throw deep for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it with Carson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Go. One fluff.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
No pass, no pass. It's on field. You guys, listen. Alert 3, alert 3.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Check 52. Run left.
On first down, it's Carson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the slant. Jim. Man, turn it up. Out. Hey, zero. Switch it. Gun. Mike, 58, right there.
Now it's Carson. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Eddie Jackson with the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 17, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They go play action with Trubisky. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 49, check 49. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now Wilson completes it to Dixon. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. 36. 12. Slam. Check 13. Check 13.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Dorsett. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! X3, 218, chopper. Safety screen, watch safety screaming. Safety screaming. Hey, echo.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Now Trubisky. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. But now it's 3rd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Lockett. That's a 49-yard punt, 8th, though, on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Put up, 180. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
180. 55. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Move. Watching the five.
Trubisky will throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Here's Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain?
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Under 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check 50.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Carson, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third down.
14.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Check 53. I'll go special. I'll go special. Check 4.
This is Carson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check 24. Check 24.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Check, 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 check. He's checking. Go 14. Crash, crash. Jumper, jumper. Jumper.
On third down, Carson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
What? 20. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. That's the pass. Go, guys. 4 down. 4 down. 3 down.
Penny, a first down carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
19. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Go. Check.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Good side.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson forced out to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. To try again after the sack. Trubisky. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 37, check 37. Check your hot read. Slam, slam.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
What? 280. 58, the mic. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Kill, kill, kill. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Hatchet, hatchet. Switch, switch. One left, one left. I got you. Go, let's go.
They run again with Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
0, 0, 0. That's it. 53 is the mic. Switch, switch. Check. 53 is Mike. Check.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try to make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
14, find it.
Now Wilson. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Serious right here. We got to step it up. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Deuce. Gun. Check nickel. 53.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Slam.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, no.
They try again with Cohen. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Check 55 to Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh.
On third down, it's Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
You draw Corkers.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Stop me out here.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. After the sack on first down, Trubisky, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. Trubisky now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake.
At their own 1-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 91 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Tight end right, tight end right. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Wilson wants to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.